Hi everybody, my name is Bethany Borsma, but most everybody calls me Betsy. Today's Good News Reflection and chapter of the day for Thursday, March 25th is Matthew 5. And Matthew 5 is the start of Jesus' Sermon on the Mount, so it's all Jesus' words. It starts with the Beatitudes. And the Beatitudes read like this in verses 3 to 10. Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be filled. Blessed are the merciful, for they will be shown mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they will see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called sons of God. Blessed are those who are persecuted because of righteousness, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. It's really a hope-filled section in this blessing and promise. The blessing Jesus gives us that's followed by the promise that we are not forgotten and we are valued and God has fullness for our lives. It's very encouraging. The chapter ends speaking about love for our enemies, and verses 43 through 48 read like this. You have heard that it was said, love your neighbor and hate your enemy. But I tell you, love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you, that you may be sons of your Father in heaven. He causes his sun to rise on the evil and the good, and sends rain on the righteous and the unrighteous. If you love those who love you, what reward will you get? Are not even the tax collectors doing that? And if you greet only your brothers, what are you doing more than others? Do not even pagans do that? Be perfect, therefore, as your heavenly Father is perfect. Enemy is such a negative, harsh term. But I think that we can look at an enemy also as being someone simply within our community or a neighbor who we believe differently from, or who is, acts, believes, thinks differently. And it can be a confusing thing to think about how to love someone that you really can't even hardly stand to talk to. But in this passage, Jesus says that God causes his sun to rise on the evil and the good and sends rain on the righteous and the unrighteous. It doesn't say that the unrighteous is righteous and that the evil is good, but that God gives life sustenance to both. And I think that shows the value we all have as God's creatures. I think the first step toward learning how to love someone who's very hard to love is remembering and consciously remembering that they have value as a creature of God because God values them.